Am I the a-hole for not accepting my niece's autism as an excuse? And I just know this one's going to make me mad, but I'm going to read it anyway. Hi, all. My friends seem to be divided on this, but some of them suggested this board. My 48 female younger sister's niece, 17 female, was diagnosed autistic not that long ago. She's always been kind of weird, but now she uses the autism label to justify that. I've never really gotten along with her because every time I show up, she's extremely cold and withdrawn ever since she was a little kid. Since she got her diagnosis, she has gotten worse. To be honest, I think a big part of youth mental health, she's got this in quote, services, is turning normal teen/kid troubles into doctors' profits while encouraging poor behavior in the kids because they can hide everything they do behind their diagnosis. In my opinion, my sister and her niece are shining examples of this. Oh, this lady is bitter. The other day, my sister had a major work obligation and asked me to take her to a doctor's appointment. I thought I'd take time afterwards to do some bonding. This backfired hard. After the appointment, I told her we'd make one more stop before we went home. I know what's going to happen. I plan to surprise her with a trip to the mall. Where I was more than willing to indulge her in some shopping. If someone did this for me when I was her age, I would have been thrilled. When we pulled up, she asked, "Is it okay if I stay in the car?" I looked at her in disbelief and said, "Seriously? This is for you." She said, "I don't like the mall. It's too loud and bright." I knew it. I said, "Seriously, you're making a fuss over some lights and noise like a little kid." Then she pulled out the autism card, and said she can't help it. I told her that I'd be happy to buy her anything she wants, and she said she'd prefer to go home. I said that was super ungrateful because I'd already driven her all the way here, which was pretty far. Y'all. She said, and I'm quoting exactly, "Why do I need to make myself uncomfortable to make you happy?" Go ahead, girl. 17 years old, already advocating for yourself. I kind of blew up after this because I was so furious. I told her that being autistic is no excuse for acting like a snot and that it makes me extremely uncomfortable when she acts like she hates me every time I see her. I said that the real world isn't going to cater to her peculiarities and she needs to start acting like a normal person before she ends up alone. She started crying, which she always does, even when she's a little upset, and I told her to save the crocodile tears for someone who's fooled by them. That just sounds like a great aunt to me. I know I was a little harsh, but I really think it was a much needed reality check. I drove her home and dropped her off in silence. Honestly, I think I'm extra mad about this because my son was never given the benefit of the doubt from the family when he was suffering from addiction. Therein lies the rub. Later, my sister texted me to say it's going to take a lot for her to trust me with her daughter again. I said, "For what? The unforgivable offense of trying to buy her a present?" I tried to do a nice gesture for my niece and got totally shut down and disrespected. Am I the a-hole? Yes. Yes, you are the a-hole. You are the a-hole because not understanding or even attempting to understand a 17-year-old, even if she didn't have, let's say she didn't have autism at all. She's a teenager. She didn't want to hang out with you. You already said she acts like she doesn't like you. And so now you're trying to buy her love. Add in the autism, you're trying to surprise her with something that was unplanned, which is an absolute no for a lot of autistic kids. They kind of want to know what's happening. At least mine does. And, I'm happy that the kid stood up for her. That's probably the best part of the entire email. What do you guys think?